Good day to you, my very wonderful viewer. Let me first acknowledge and appreciate the fact that you have kept watching this series of thoughts that we've been communicating to you on the various platforms. And today I'm coming your way, sharing with you what I believe will be a blessing to you, especially as leaders and potential leaders. Wherever you are, don't forget, leadership is not about position. It's much more of a combination of attitudes that we put together. It is your attitude, as it has been popularly said and known, that determines your altitude in life. Don't bother about altitude as much as you focus on building up a set of attitudes that guarantees continuous rise in altitude. Today, I want to share with you in this leadership class on a very important, subtle subject, but very crucial. At workplace, people mistake being bossy as being a leader, particularly those who own organizations, those who own their businesses, those who oversee systems at different levels, in different places, heads of departments, and anywhere you find yourself, even a school system, being appointed as a leader, as a prefect, as group leader, and whatever way you think of it. I want to say to you this morning as we continue that behaving the bossy is a risk at workplace. So the big question as we go through this is for you to examine yourself. Am I a boss or a leader? As it were, we want to focus on how to improve on your leadership behavior. Behavior is what indicates what is in the mind of one. Behavior is an expression of nature. Now, as usual, taking Jesus as a perfect example, Jesus was more of a leader than a boss. Now, being a boss here could mean an employer, an overseer, which Jesus was, of course. He employed the 12, engaged more people to work with him and to work for him. You see, a boss makes people work for him, but a leader makes people work with him. A leader gets them to work and to work with him. The difference between the two has to do with relationship. Making oneself a boss in any organization is a risk to the system. Attitude of being a boss can disintegrate the system, whereas good leadership always integrate people into the system. I'd like you to follow me carefully. Whereas we should be integrating people into whatever we do, our attitude of being bossy can disintegrate them. Now, what are the risks involved? A boss limits the system to a box. That is, people are not free. Everywhere they turn, they find blockages. But a leader spreads the system to unlimited realms. And this is the job of a leader in terms of behavior. Spread by giving allowance, by creating freedom. A boss addresses staff with disrespect, with disdain, but a leader embraces them as companions. That's why those who are under leaders will grow, but those who are under a boss will shrink. Whereas our boss boasts and demoralizes workers. They come home to work joyfully, they go back home with pain. A leader would rather boost their morale and release their energy to perform better. Furthermore, a boss watches staff from afar, but a leader creates a family atmosphere. Now, some people feel that if they relax the atmosphere, they will lose their respect. It's not so. Jesus did not cage people. He did not tense the atmosphere. A boss heats up the system, but a leader creates a cool atmosphere for smooth operation. This is why you discover that some people, they get more from their staff, whereas others, they get less. A boss will boast that he pays his workers, but a leader makes leaders out of the workers. So, if you're a boss, you have employed people to pay, but if you're a leader, you have engaged people to raise. A boss seeks for competent hands. He's always looking for competent hands, ready-made to employ in order to use them. But a leader looks for potentials to train. He brings in raw people, refine them, get more useful not only to the system, but to themselves. A boss is apprehensive about the progress of workers. The moment he sees somebody trying to rise, he feels threatened. But a leader is never intimidated, but always excited about the rise of others, giving them room to express their initiatives and creativity abilities. A true leader allows others to rise so they can allow him to rest. If you don't let people rise, you will never have rest. Our rest as leaders, rest of mind, is created by making others to rise. Any system that fails to raise men will soon be erased. It's only a matter of time, because the soul of any organization is the leaders that are being raised there. A system that does not distinguish its workers will soon go into extinct. Give your workers a sense of distinction. Let them feel great, and you find them making the system great. It is as you keep raising others that you keep rising in all fronts. Raise them, the system will rise in all fronts. I do hope that this short clip on graduating from being a boss to becoming a leader will help you at your workplace, as well as in your family and everywhere you find yourself, whether in ministry or in any system where you find yourself operating. Looking forward to hearing from you. We'll be glad if you can let us know of how this has been a blessing to you. Till I come your way again, I wish you the best of God today and all the days of your life.